So when you said that you were disgusted with them, that wasn't just in reference to testosterone replacement therapy?
Yeah, I guess it is. You know, there's a difference between testosterone replacement therapy and where you get it to a level where, you know, it's performance enhancing.
Well, I mean, how do you feel in general? How do you feel about MMA fighters being on testosterone replacement?
I think it depends. I think that if you know, listen, it's obvious that there's guys who use steroids earlier in their career, and when you get up to, you know, around that age, 30 years old, your body isn't producing it the way that it used to. So I guess, listen, I'm the furthest fucking thing from a doctor you'll ever see. But I guess, you know, if they go in there and start they have to replace it and get it to normal levels where, you know, normal average guys are at these normal levels. If it's, you know, 5 or whatever over that, you're taking too much, or you're going to see the wrong doctor. I think that this whole testosterone therapy thing works for guys who absolutely need it, but I think it's a messy loophole, you know,
I mean, do you think it matters why they need it? Like you mentioned, some guys might have low testosterone because of past steroids. And do you think it matters why they have low testosterone now, or, you know? I
don't think it matters why. I mean, guys who really need it probably really need to take it. Like I said, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I even remotely know what I'm talking about. But I know that you get to certain levels where it's more the testosterone therapy and trying to get you back to normal levels.
When you guys offered Nate the fight, originally the Rumble Johnson fight, I mean, you guys knew that he was being watched kind of by New Jersey, that there was like a few-week period where they wanted to keep an eye on him and keep doing tests.
I literally didn't know that till Thursday, but people in my organization did. The people who handle the medicals and things like that, and, you know, I was pretty upset about it when I found out on Thursday.
Had you known, would you not offer him a fight?
Yeah, if I would have known earlier, I would have made sure that it was taken care of differently.
Now, one of the fans tweeted you saying, shouldn't you give him a second chance? And you mentioned, well, this is his 4th chance.
Yeah, to me, this is his 4th chance. This would be a 4th chance.
So he tested positive for steroids before, and then this.
He tested positive before. Then apparently he was on suspension with New Jersey because his levels were high. Then he comes into Philly and doesn't pass his medicals.
So 4th.
Now you tell me, is that 4th chance? Or is that a 2nd chance? Sounds like a 4th chance to me.
Do you feel as though New Jersey handled this correctly? Because it didn't seem as though they made it public that he was on this sort of suspension.
Every athletic commission is different, and they all handle it differently. I really enjoyed the experience in Pennsylvania. I like the fact that that they will acknowledge that they made a mistake, like in the fight with Lentz.
Right.
They're like, listen, this is the call that the guy made. Let us go back and review the tapes. And they could have reviewed it that night, but they didn't. They said, let's go back, we'll sit down, we'll review it. They reviewed it, and they came out on Monday and made it a no contest. You know how huge that is? And this is the stuff that I talk about all the time. Human beings, whether judges or referees or whatever it is, you're human beings. We're going to make mistakes. We all do. But it's the ability to say, we made a mistake, but we're going to come in and do the right thing now and fix it. We're not going to just you know, destroy everything this guy's worked for and everything else because we don't want to admit that we make mistakes.
Well, I hate to ask you questions you've already been asked, but just to clarify, are you saying that Nate's done? I mean, there's nothing he can do to get back into
Nate's done. I'm done with Nate. Listen, Nate's a really nice guy. He's a real sweet, nice, humble guy. But the facts are the facts, and it is what it is.
Does that apply
it's easier to go after a guy like Josh Barnett. You know what I mean? He's just callous and rude, and he's a dick. You know? So when he does it, it's easier to just go, you know what? Fuck Josh Barnett. But you know, the difference is Nate's such a sweet, nice guy, but the same results.
Is that Strikeforce too? You can't fight in Strikeforce, or will you allow them to?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Don't even ask me about Strikeforce. I don't know. That's.
Brett Rogers, are you willing to make a comment at all about that situation today?
Brett Rogers was cut immediately.
Okay.
He's done.